Hi, my name is JT Shelton, and I am the graphic arts teacher here at Nagel Middle School. I just wanted to kind of quickly go through here and talk a little bit about my class. I know obviously this is a little bit different than Meet the Teachers I've done before, but hopefully I can answer any questions and give you guys a taste of what your students kind of should expect in my classroom. So first of all, we work with a program called Adobe Photoshop, and most people have heard of Photoshop. And I like to teach the kids it because it's a great kind of introduction into the world of graphic arts. All professional digital artists have some experience using it, and most of them use it on a daily basis, I would say. Um, so with Photoshop, we're going to do some photo manipulation. Um, it's a really cool tool because it is very easy to pick up, but there's tons of depth to it. I've been working with Photoshop for 15 years, and there's still things I'm learning, and there's always stuff that Adobe is actually adding to it. I always show my kids this slide, and there are tons of professions that use graphic arts. You know, it's not just something that it's kind of fun that they can do in middle school and be done with. And some of the examples I give them are conceptual designers, architects, interior designers, digital animators, game designers, marketing, advertising, and there's really tons more. So, if students are passionate about this, if they enjoy it, there is a future where they can continue to pursue this, both at the high school, collegiate, and then at professional level. Um, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering what precautions we take to deal with COVID right now. There's a few things we do. Number one, you can see up here in this image how we have some of these vinyl dividers to kind of hopefully keep germs separate from students. We do have a few empty seats throughout the classroom to kind of keep a little bit of space. And then additionally, I actually sanitize at the end of each period. We kind of close up shop a couple minutes early, and I go around with a squeegee and chemical, and I wipe down every desk in front of the students. And then I have sanitizing wipes where I clean off the keyboards and mice before the new groups of students come into class. So Schoology, and forgive me if I'm jumping around a little bit. Schoology is kind of the lifeblood of our classroom. I post all assignments there. Students will submit all assignments there. And I try to give the kids a lot of resources on Schoology, and I'll show you guys here in just a second. But what I try to do is um, post a number of different folders for each project, and you can see kind of one of my eighth grade classes, what we've got so far. Within each folder, typically what I'll do is I'll include like a dossier where I have some information, some helpful tips, kind of example images that the kids can check out, and I try to make it kind of fun for them. Um, it'll talk about the different tools we're using on a specific project and required images, extras, and ultimately how they'll get their points. And then I always post the actual assignment. That's where they're going to turn it in. Um, and I try to be pretty diligent about including a rubric so the kids can really see how exactly they get their grades. So, they're not kind of in the dark about why they received certain points or didn't receive certain points about something. And then I will also go back to my slides here. Um, Also, I try to include extra credit opportunities and free choice projects, like some templates that they can use, any additional resources that I feel will be helpful for them for their various projects. All that stuff I keep on Schoology. It's kind of a nice transition. Again, the work is graded based on a rubric. Um, a few nice things about my class: I do not give any penalties for late work. I understand that students may be in and out for testing, or they may get sick, or they may have different appointments. And a lot of students, unfortunately, do know how to have access to Photoshop at home. So in that case, uh, they can make up work when they're back with me, and I can make specific arrangements if they've missed several days and are unable to complete a project. I don't stress about that too much. So again, I never take off points for late work. Um, I do offer extra credit for any free choice work, so anything the kids create that is some form of digital artwork, I will give them bonus points for. And I do have some kind of pre set lessons where I've kind of step-by-step how-tos if they finish and they want to just kind of push their skills a little bit and experiment with some different stuff. I offer extra credit for that as well. And then I always give the opportunity if a student is unhappy with their grade, perhaps they got a B or C on it and they know they could have done better, they can always resubmit that work for a higher grade. I'm sure a lot of you want to see exactly what the kids are making. So I included some examples of projects and all of this work was created in my room in room 126. So the desktop design, this is a project that both 7th and 8th graders do. It's just something kind of neat that the kids can replace the boring background on their computer with. This one's always fun. The Mona Lisa, so 7th graders replace Mona's face with a celebrity and then add additional images that kind of represent that person. They also do this where they combine 3 different animals. They learn about what we call layer masking and color adjustments to make it look like the animals belong together. As 8th graders, we learn some of the same tools, but we kind of challenge them a little more. Instead of combining animals, we combine natural objects with man-made objects. This is another 8th grade project called the Stylized Portrait. These always turn out really, really cool. Basically, we just take a person and we break their faces down into more simplified geometric shapes and colors and then rebuild it back up. Just a couple more 7th grade projects, double exposure. As 8th graders, we do this neat thing called Window to Another World where we remove windows from a room. We add kind of a really neat background and then learn about atmospheric effects and coloring and lighting to make it look like they actually belong together. Then at the end of the quarter, we do a couple really neat things. As 8th graders, we do this ad campaign where the students actually work together to create a fictional company, and then they develop logos for these companies. And we're really, really fortunate at Nagel. We have this big old vinyl printer down in the Learning Commons where we're able to do some neat stuff like stickers, and we can actually print t-shirt transfers, and we can do like wall clings. So the kids do like marketing products for their fictional companies. And the 7th graders, instead of doing the ads, they actually create a cartoon version of themselves. And again, they get to use that vinyl printer to actually create stickers that they can put on their, computers or their, well, not their lockers this year, but their binders or what have you. So a lot of kind of fun things that they get to do in graphic arts. Um, so if you guys do have any questions for me, feel free to email me. My email is jtshelton@foresthills.edu. Hopefully I didn't fly through that too much. I can be a little scatterbrained from times, but I think I pretty much covered everything, and I hope that your either son or daughter is excited about taking the class, and hopefully I can develop a passion for graphic arts with them here as a 7th or 8th grader. Thank you.